All right, everyone. So we're live. Arch, take it away.
That wasn't much of an intro, V.
It was the best intro ever. By the
That
way,
says nothing about your standards.
people want you to name your campaign.
That's on your channel, V. You have to name it.
Arch loves Sigmar, episode 8. Sorry, Arch loves Age of Sigmar. My bad.
Random lightning strikes.
Oh god, we're going to die. We're going to die now.
No, but there are going to mysteriously be more enemies in the village.
Fuck you, V.
Congratulations, V. You will head the charge.
Yes.
You will be our spear tip.
Usually people like playing in hard mode. I didn't know I'm being set up with a bunch of noobs.
No. You will play hard mode.
I mean, it's like Wolfenstein, when you want to play easy mode, you get one of those pacifiers and you look like a baby. It's like, don't hurt me, daddy. That's you guys.
Right, so. What are you doing? You've arrived fairly close to the village, haven't you?
Yeah. Sarah had the plan for once. Like she actually opened her mouth and suggested an idea on how we should take over this village.
Oh,
So
wow.
how should we take over this village for those poor people at home watching?
Can I just remind myself? So how big is the village exactly?
We don't know. We don't know.
So we don't know how What do we know about the village? Anything?
It exists.
We should hold it, and its approximate location.
And when you say take over the village, you mean not kill anyone?
We get bonus if we actually manage to capture people, but everyone that's going to struggle a little bit.
So we don't know how many people are in the village. No. Well, okay. I'm just putting it out there. And I'm slightly plagiarizing from The Art of War or something like that. It's a fable I remember from school. I don't know what the fable was.
The Art of War is not a fable.
I'm telling you, I swear to God, this is in my primary school assembly. Okay, so if we wait till nightfall, what we could do is, if we have do we have candles or lanterns? I assume we can find them easily enough.
I have a thing of that.
We have torches.
Right, so if we basically, each of us, how many of us are there?
20 people.
If we each of us, I don't know, if we haven't got torches, then we can light a branch or something on fire, and then, like a tiki torch, just saying, and then hold several of them, so at night it looks like we're a huge army, rather than just...
We also have our civilian followers.
Okay, so if all of us hold like as many as you, I don't know, hold as many as you can, basically, then it looks like at night, if we're on the hilltop, it looks like we're a huge army of...
So you basically want to spread out all our civilian followers around the surrounding hills, give them torches and signal horns, as many as we have,
we'll intimidate
and march our main troops into the village. Well,
they've only got 20 of us, so we're going to have to make sure that they're piss scared, aren't we?
Yeah, we play our main troops as just the scout party that is there to deliver the message, and the civilians of our group are the main army that's waiting in the background.
If you manage to roll that bluff and you go into the village and you say, we have you surrounded, we don't want bloodshed, just lay your weapons down and no one will get hurt. If you actually manage to persuade them of this bluff, you might actually take the village without any fighting.
I agree. Just make, just the illusion of threat.
So Sarah's tiki torch, really.
I mean, I'm trying to think where I read this.
In the chat.
No. This so-called fable. I'm sure it was something biblical, but there we are. Is it should we go for it? I don't know. That's the best I can think of.
I mean, it's not a bad idea, but first let's scout the village and see how big it is and stuff like that.
Okay. Well, we could, yeah.
I suggest we leave our encampment behind, and we could just pretend to be travelers, and we just try to walk around the village if possible. Maybe we can actually go in and stay a night.
It'd be like a traveling circus or something. So You know, just like
No, my
And-
suggestion is
people warm to us.
my suggestion is we actually showed them our papers, our official papers that were to head into Musalon. But
You're
we
just
say
happy for us to go in there and show everyone that we're going to Musalon. I mean, we're on the wrong side of the block.
My bad. I stepped out of line. Nuke, what is your plan? All right, now that we got that, I suggest that we tell them that the captain that we hired took us all the way north of Musalon rather than the initial departure place south. And he cheated us. Like he had another business in Sigmarsheim or whatever this land is called. And he left us north of Musalon. So now we're traveling and we're stopping at this village in order to try to find some accommodations. But that's only if we're being questioned. Like hopefully, just a couple of people just seeking to stick that in aren't going to drag the attention of any lord or knight. I mean, we can basically look like normal travelers.
Yeah, but there's no fun in that.
No, but it's safe.
Yeah, but if they think we're a bit weird, get them on the old, get them feeling a bit edgy.
Well, Wilhelm, what do you think? Trash?
Well,
'Cause we
on
can
one
distract
side,
their attention
posing
and
as
have the
innocent
fun around.
travelers. On the other side, Sarah's funny, weird tiki torch rally.
Why can't we do
If we-
both?
Yeah, we can
If
do
you-
both.
Like a couple
Go
of
in
you can
there
go
first.
in and do some
Go
juggling, and then we can do reconnaissance as their attention's
Yes.
distracted.
Just go in there as random travelers first, talk to people, maybe shop a little bit, minor, just not to raise any suspicion. Then, once we have an assessment of the general size of the garrison, we decide what our next plan will be. If it's small enough, we just do a full frontal assault. If it's too big for that, we will try to think of fancy maneuverings.
I totally agree.
So-
Before we do that, what is this land called, Arch? Does my character know? Like, we're not in Musalon, we're north of Musalon. What is this land called?
What is this land called?
Isn't it Leon?
I give a wild guess and call it Britonia, but you never know.
Yeah, but what region of Britonia?
Do you even know?
Give me a second.
Do we have to roll navigation?
I can do that. I have a pretty good navigation.
I think mine is better.
When you try to persuade the GM to tell you something, telling him that you're going to roll a dice is not always the best idea because of
We
that.
are in Musalon. I'm pretty sure we are still in Musalon.
Navigation says, yeah, we're probably still in Musalon.
You little fucks. Now you're not in Musalon. You've crossed the border over to Lyons.
Okay, Lyons. What are the port cities of Lyons? Would we know? Like something that's let me show you on the map.
We have the
Roll
old
knowledge,
man.
Britonia.
Somewhere here.
We have the old man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, good idea. Old man.
Oh God.
Chop chop. Where is he? Why is it taking so long? Ah, damn mayflies and their lamber footiness.
Can we get him a pair of skates so we can hurry up a bit?
Probably sleeping.
But wake him up! I didn't go out to talk to him.
Poor old man. Sort your shit out, man.
He's doing
Okay,
his
well, the old man will wander over and look up at you with sleepy eyes. Yes, most simpering of simpletons.
I lean over the map as I'm looking at the territory and I ask him over. Tell me what the port cities are around this area and how are they called?
Port cities.
Yeah, so that we can say that in case we have our alibi, right? Like if anyone questions us, hopefully it won't come to that. But if anyone questions us, we will say
cities.
we will say that the captain of our ship that we arranged traveled with dropped us off here, and now we're traveling north to this village, and hopefully we're going to go into Musalon next week or something like that.
We at best we will be able to find a fishing village.
Yeah, something like that. Like I'm genuinely curious to know the name so that if we're questioned, we can say where we were dropped off.
Okay.
Weren't we just dropped off somewhere at the coast?
Yeah, like no, we're going to lie. We're going to say that we've been dropped off here, and we have a contract to go into Mistherland to find the necklace, which is half truth. Like we're using half truths in order to be able to find an alibi. And we're just telling them, look, the captain that hired us dropped us here, so now we want to go to Mistherland from here to here. In case anyone asked that question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The closest city with a port would be Martel.
All right. So we're going to say that we were dropped off Martel, and now we're on our way to Mistherland. That's what we're going to bullshit them in case someone asks, and we have the
All
papers to prove it.
Okay. Good call.
Okay. When do you guys want to set up?
Let's go.
Any questions? Any advice before we set out? Anyone that's against the plan, please speak now.
No, setting
Well,
up,
so far it
learning
sounds very reasonable.
yes, learning information and then making our plan based on information. That's kind of important.
Yeah, we tell our men to avoid contact while we're gone.
Avoid contact.
Yeah, like not set up a big fire in the middle of the camp during the night.
Oh, not personal contact. No.
If possible, actually, they should try to gather branches and leaves to mask the encampment if they can. Like use some camouflage so that, maybe a horseman or someone traveling doesn't notice it that obvious that there's people that are standing there. Would we be able to do that, Arch?
From which trees are you going to gather these branches?
There's no trees in the area, nothing?
Not really, no.
Really?
Okay. Well, then
Okay.
let's set off.
All right, let's roll.
We're taking the old man.
You piggybacking him.
Okay, you'll have to carry him.
Why?
Old man, he's old.
No, I think kicking works.
Just let Sarah give him a little bit of the carrot. If that doesn't work, the stick.
Roll strength.
He was walking up until this adventure. I think he's bullshitting. Can I roll investigate? No, insight. Can I roll insight to see?
He was limping on the other leg a minute ago.
He's been riding in the cart this whole time. Poor man.
We roll cavity search.
Cavity search. I'll roll heal. Can I do that?
No, you don't have heal.
I do have heal as a skill.
Yes, only for wounds and stuff, not for curing old age.
I'm not carrying him. Does the dwarf wants to carry him?
Okay,
I
so
should
you're
be able
going
to carry him.
into the village.
Yes.
Lovely. Good.
I still have about 400 pounds left in my inventory. I can simply stuff him in my inventory.
No.
Okay. You begin approaching the village. There's lots of little smaller huts around the outskirts of the village with farmland and so on. Mostly small huts. The village itself, the center of it, is by a small river. An inland's not sea, but more like, lake, kind of.
Islet. Inlet. Who knows?
The village itself is made up of 2 large buildings and a couple of smaller storage buildings. Like the moment you come in, though, people are already, taking notice of you. You can see that the peasants are scurrying around a bit.
Okay. By the way, I'm wearing the hood, so that people don't see that I'm an elf.
Do they not like elves?
No.
What am I going to do? Okay, I wear a hat.
We're covering the fact that we're elvish.
Okay.
It's just 4 people and a dwarf.
Okay.
Okay. You can proceed into the center of the village, or do you want to do anything else?
Let's go around the village, see how big it is, see if they got like any defenses, palisades, or
Let's pretend to look for a market, by the way.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's a good idea. Do we see any men of arms while we're traveling?
Yeah, I'd reckon so.
Uh-oh.
Right. Whilst you're wandering around the dirt road surrounding the village, you can see a group of armed individuals exiting the village and starting to head towards you.
Do we have time to avoid them, or are they coming right towards us?
They're coming right towards you.
All right. Well, just act incognito. We're just on our way. If they don't address us, we don't address them. How many are they?
Okay. They shout something in Frog. The old man looks at you.
I look towards the old man. What? Google Translate.
Okay. Oh, most creative of cretins. I think that you want us to stop.
Yes, okay.
I would like to stop.
I will stop as well.
Okay. You have friends.
We have friends.
They speak more Frog at you. The old man looks up for instructions again.
Translate.
Well, they want to know who we are.
Well, tell them we come from the southern port, and if it's possible for us to find a place at the tavern for the night. If not, we're going to be on our way.
Okay, I'm going to roll bullshit for the old man.
Well, he's not bullshitting, he's translating.
Yeah, but he might be mistranslating.
Actually, let me make him a profile.
Yeah.
Let's see. The old man's fellowship is not what it used to be.
Why
in fact,
not? It's really charming.
None of his stats are really what they used to be. He is pretty smart, though. And his willpower is good. Like, he really, really wants to die. Let's see. He's probably not very trained in charm, considering how he treats V.
Unless he is trained with charm and only treats V like that because he wants to.
Shouldn't I be the one that rolls, not the old man, like he's just the translator?
Yeah, but he's the one translating your lies.
He might be translating the die. Or lying about them.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be trained in ventriloquism. Okay, so, I mean, a long life of nonsense and trying to spare his master or occasionally make his load harder has made him, pretty good in blather, if nothing else. So he's going to try and, just babble at them. Like, oh, yes, came from port, totally, yes, fine. Wonderful. No, not suspicious.
Do the gods look convinced?
Yes, we came from
No,
the port.
not really,
We've been
no.
walking for so long. I don't know why. We got left on the shore. Do you like the shoreline? Do you like going to the ocean?
Can he roll a fate point?
No, but I'll let you use fate for him.
All right, I'll use one fate for him.
You should really skill into lucky. You use fate too much.
I should actually.
Okay, V gives the old man a gentle little kick on the shin as he starts wandering off some talk about how the weather was shit in Musilon. And that
I use
him into talking more about the weather.
I
in
use
Musilon.
my second fate because I don't want 92. Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh,
Let someone
yes, and
else
there
use the
was a
fate.
tree as well.
We let someone.
There you go.
Oh,
Mm.
Is that a critical success?
Okay, after eating all of these fate points,
No, I got one left. I got 3.
the old man finally rambles on to the point where he was supposed to. Oh yes, came by boat. Okay, I mean you've made a decent job at telling them that you came by boat. The men are still a bit suspicious. They inquire as to what you are doing here specifically.
Yeah, I'm going to. Well, actually, I don't think anyone can read. I asked them. We just want to seek shelter for the night, and then we're going to be on our way. Is that possible? If not, we're just going to head back.
Let us roll insight. Okay. The man at arms narrows his eyes at you very suspiciously. He's clearly not buying this.
Ask him what is the law of the land? Are we allowed to enter, or should we turn back?
Let's see. He points out that you're a very unlikely traveling group. 4 men and a dwarf, and 2 women as well. That's a very odd pairing to be traveling this close to the border.
We're a traveling circus, sir.
no.
No, don't go with the traveling circus. They don't look that dumb.
All right, well, you'll regret it.
We told them that we were part of a mercenary company, and we've been hired to retrieve a diamond necklace from Musilon, a family heirloom of a noble Bretonnian lord. And we were hired to do this in the capital city of the empire.
We are just messengers.
Yeah, we're just passengers. We just need to locate where the necklace is and try to broker a deal between the person who has it and the noble who wants to purchase it.
More and more suspicious. Some more frog speak flies back and forth. The old man looks back up at you with a look of hope in his eyes, like, yes, finally, this is the day I die. Almost turgid of tomfool. They seem a bit suspicious that 5 men will enter Musilon and find a diamond necklace.
Ask if
they
any of
wanna-
them can read.
Yeah, do they want to see paperwork?
No, like, they don't buy that it's just you. No noble lord would pay 5 randos to enter Musilon.
Hold on. Well, they never asked if we're part of a larger company. We left the rest of the company out of the village. We don't want any problems. We just want to come in and be able to shop for some equipment and hopefully spend the night.
Oh my indeed. Okay. They're starting to get really agitated. Rapid fire frog starts going back and forth as they demand to know the nature of your company. How many men? Where are they?
Just give them the official paperwork. Everything is written there by the Bretonnian lord.
Oh, it's not. But
Can they understand Reichspeak?
they probably can't read either, for that matter.
Yeah, ask them if any of them can read, and tell them we have the official contract at hand.
Yeah, maybe if they see like the Bretonian seal, that's going to be enough.
They don't seem particularly interested. They keep demanding to know how many men there are and what kind of group you are with.
40 men in the employment of the Lord. The old man will know his name.
Okay, rolling bullshit once again. Yes, the old man's like, yes, we have 40 men. No, wait, 50. No, 60. No, 30. Fuck.
I look towards the old man in disbelief. Maybe my body language will let them know that I don't. He's not translating what I said.
He was. You tried to You tried to fool them into thinking you had twice as many men.
Yeah, but there's no way of them knowing.
Yes, but there is a way of him fucking up the lie.
Which is why I look at him bewildered.
Okay. Right. They've moved to start surrounding you, and they are lowering their halberds at you, and they're yelling in frog once again for you to not move.
Yeah, we raise our hands. We're not acting hostile.
Okay. They'll form up in front and behind of you, and you're being informed that they'll take you into the village.
Am I being detained?
Yes, you are most definitively being detained.
I'm a sovereign citizen. You can't do this.
Actually, citizens don't have much in the way of rights in Bretonia.
That is
I'm
correct.
a sovereign citizen of the empire. Of Wissenland.
Acta est fabula. Let us continue.
Okay. You're marched into the city under guard.
On our way, do we notice the defenses that they're having?
Well, there's not really much in the way of defenses. There's just dudes.
Are there more men of arms besides the ones that we've made friends with?
Not that you can see so far.
Did we manage to see the guardhouse or like something that looks like a barrack?
No, there's not a barracks here. They don't have that much space.
Any towers? Any sort of...
It's a Bretonian village. At most, it's going to have a single guardhouse housing the men-at-arms, and perhaps, if we're unlucky, a lower-end knight or two in his manor.
Yeah, but it's a Bretonian village on the edge of Musalon, so if they have a little bit more defense, I wouldn't be surprised.
Bretonian villages are generally not allowed to have defenses because their betters are worried they might get ideas.
Yes. I see. Okay.
We are in a gun-free zone. And the guards all are halberdiers with out horses or anything like that.
They're footmen.
Bretonian commoners with horses.
Yeah, it would be highly unlikely. But asking to make sure.
Okay, so where did they take that?
Basically, they're going to be wearing some light chainmail, having halberds.
Their equipment is, they're all wearing the colors of Lyons on some markings, usually made of wooden plates or shields. They do carry large shields, which are strapped to their arms. And they have what looks like, well, halberds, but more like billhooks. Like, they wouldn't be wielded like halberds. They'd be wielded more like spears in formation.
If our 20 men with their equipment would attack this formation, who would come up on top? Would we be able to judge that? Like, what type of role would I have to take in order to figure out if our men would battle these men? How many casualties we would take?
Roll knowledge military?
Do we have something like that? Anyone in the party?
Nope. You could make a general intelligence check with a disadvantage.
I can run back to the camp and ask Copter.
You could do that, yeah.
But basically, their bell hooks are basically tree keeping tools that are converted into weapons.
Yikes! Why did you roll?
Well, it's just like in my head, I'm thinking if we can take these men or not, if our group can take them in a one-on-one combat.
Okay, a 96. That's a crit.
Yeah, but it's just to assume if our men can
I'm
take
also
them.
going
All
to
right,
mentally
you
check.
loudly start speculating. These guys don't look that tough. I bet we could take them.
Which is fine, because I don't speak French, so...
Yes, that is entirely correct. You don't speak French.
I am also going to estimate.
Your body language does get them a bit upset, and you get a quick jab in the ribs.
From both sides.
My estimate ain't that good either.
I remembered the position I did, and I instantly shut up.
Okay. Well, you're taken into the village under guard. One of the guardsmen goes up to the largest house, which you'd assume is some kind of,
Mayor.
Well, mayor is a bit grand of a title.
Village leader.
Yeah, more like that. And an old and particularly, worn down looking gentleman comes out.
Great, a friend for our old man.
Well, he isn't probably that old, but he's a fucking peasant, He's been working retardedly hard for his entire life. He's bent over, stooped, not looking too good, unhealthy pallor. And he speaks some words in French to the guard captain, actually. The old man translates. They think they've captured the leaders of a mercenary company whom, in the guard's word, have undoubtedly come to raid and pillage our peaceful lands.
Tell this peasant imbecile that if he doesn't release us this very moment, he will have to answer to our lord in which employ we are currently under. If he wants to see a paper, we are going to show him, but everything that's happening here is unacceptable.
Ooh.
Yeah, well,
No, give me that.
Okay. The old man does this in a far less strident manner.
Well, they would notice from my body language that I'm being displeased for being held without my consent.
Right.
Consent is relative, V.
That's a soundbite.
Your consent is not a factor, V.
You're an elf, you don't have any rights.
Okay. The village leader takes the paper and looks it over. And let's see.
Can he read Reichspiel?
Oh, this is why I love dice.
I'll take it as
Show us the roll.
Okay, so the village leader looks it over, blinks his eyes, looks in closer, bad eyesight, and looks up and starts speaking frog at the guard captain again. And the old man looks up at you with yet more hope in his eyes. Oh, good. The village leader seems to have decided it's a forgery.
Is he under the authority to decide if it's a forgery or not?
No,
Yes.
but he'll have to call his boss. Right. I should have made a cell somewhere.
Are we basically going to have to wait 5 weeks for another messenger to go back to
Tell him
the Empire?
actually, like, old man, tell him to send a carrier pigeon to the capital of the Empire, and he can get confirmation from there. Or better yet, ask him to send confirmation to that fucking Owl of Ulrich that we met on the way. He can also confirm this.
Okay. Whilst you scream and shout at the top of your voice, you are dragged away by men-at-arms and thrown in what appears to be a storage house of some sorts.
What is there in that storage house?
They lock and bar the doors, and there appears to be at least 2 guards outside. You can hear the rest of them leave.
Did they confiscate our weapons and our belongings?
Of course they did.
See, that's what annoys me. If the GM doesn't mention, then he still can withdraw it. But if I forget to mention it once...
If the party gets defeated off screen.
Well, you surrendered.
No.
Yes, you did.
We cooperated. Slight
Nonsense. We did valiant combat against overwhelming odds and got...
So-
This is what will happen to Americans, okay? They'll come for
We
your guns,
literally
they'll
did
take them,
so.
and then you'll be in a storage shed.
We
let us go
literally did
back
surrender by
a
raising
few
the sun.
seconds while we are still on the marketplace. We can flee. There is no one that could stop us. Well, they could stop Xenok and Trash, but they couldn't stop both elves and myself.
I'll have to ask, but
We can just
why?
run.
Honestly, by saying that we raised our hands, we literally did surrender.
That is correct. But like, we couldn't have...
No. You showed non-harmful intentions.
It was 15 men against the 5 of us. There was no way we could have taken them.
It is regardless semantics. They've already grabbed you, dragged you off, and disarmed you.
Let's
Are
be
there-
fair, these are Bretonian men-at-arms. They're not that much tougher than goblins.
So we got 2 choices. We can try
Yeah.
to escape or we can wait. What do you guys want to do?
Well, escaping sounds very reasonable, but to do so, we will have to make certain that we can do so in a probably and timely manner.
We can try something incredibly risky that might work. This is just one idea. It's probably not good. I'm just putting it out there. I can use my magic to set fire to this and then bomb out the door saying fire, fire. Hopefully they will let us out.
No, that's a bad idea because
Yeah,
they're not
they
going
will
to.
simply try to lock us in with the fire.
Yeah, but as they
Maybe.
open the door, right, during the night, we just burst the door open and run away, make a run for it.
Knowing Ouch, they won't ever open the door. Just hand us the food through a slit under the door or something.
That is
Or
true.
with-
That
through
is
one of
that
the
is very
very
generous
narrow
considering they
windows.
want to give us food.
If you actually look at the map, there are narrow fucking windows around the room. They're probably just gonna shove it in through one of those.
Maybe we can shove one of the elves through that.
Is there a way I could use my magic
Viva.
to jinx them? Like if one of them is very jinxed, maybe, being a guard, fucking up his job at being a guard with the...
You have magic?
Yeah, I do have some magic.
Ouch.
How
On
much?
the inside of this building, how many floors are there?
One.
That I can see.
And
so it
what
is a
are
single floor.
the other things that are with us in that building?
I mean, strictly speaking, I guess you should only be able to see this. There you go.
I have night vision. Thank you.
No, you don't have X-ray vision.
In fact, you
I-
can't even see those.
I
Good.
just need
Now you don't
starlight.
even know where the guards are. Good job, Gunther.
Is there any way to reach the roof, Arch?
Yeah, through the roof.
No, I mean, is there any way to...
Is
to-
Yeah, I can throw you.
Is there an air hole on the inside of the roof? I think he's asking, or something like that.
Yeah, like any way we can escape through the roof.
No.
Any other visible structural weaknesses?
Structural weaknesses.
Considering that this is not designed to be a prison and it's just a bar,
This
yeah,
is a peasant's hut. This is a structural weakness.
Yeah, I mean, this is the storehouse. Like, by and large, it's probably one of the more solid buildings in the village because it's supposed to keep thieves out. There are windows, 3 of them, but they're way too small to climb through.
Mhm. Any planks that seem loose?
Not really,
Every
no.
single one.
What type of check would I have to do to see if I can find any way of formulating a plan of, getting out?
Can
Like,
I perceive any any weakness? Nope.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Right, Swede starts walking around the room, knocking at the wall, and knock, 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 knock. Is it hollow? Yes, it's just a wall. It's fucking hollow.
I'll try to find if any of the planks seem loose that are forming the wall. Like if something that I would kick would break out.
Okay. No, they don't look like you could just kick your way out.
I don't think there's any trapdoors like a cellar or something.
That is very generous.
That would be convenient.
No,
that
because
would be very convenient.
the way this is set up to be is not like a place they usually hold people. Like they have to improvise this shit just for us.
Yeah, but it's still a sturdy building. Like it's been constructed to hold their supplies and be safe from thieves.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like it's falling down or anything.
Okay, so the only other choice would be to either wait or, as I said, try to start the fire and hopefully they won't let us burn alive in here.
We can still try to kick in the door, but that won't be quiet.
No, and by the time we kick in the door, like more guards will come. So I don't think that's a good idea. Alternatively, we could try to bribe them, but
I gotta go, guys. I might be back.
Okay. We can try to bribe them, but the mere act of trying to bribe them might piss them off.
No, I will now try to kick in a door.
Arch, Gunther has kicked in the door.
Okay.
Now you can make a quick decision to the others if we either take on the guards and flee, or if I ask for a cup of tea.
No, I'll help you. Like, if you started this shit, I'll... The thing is, like, do we want to take the guards or just make a run for it?
It would be very nice to get our equipment back, but to get our equipment back, we would have to fight the guards.
No, because if you fight the guards, then we can get our equipment back after we take over the village.
Yeah, that's my thinking. No, Arch, they don't have time to organize in a formed fashion.
Yeah, this was a little bit unexpected, Arch. To be honest, we should have waited because our story would have checked out. Arch, what's going on?
Placing the guards.
Arch is assembling the cavalry.
By the way, Gunther, do you want to escape? Because our story will check out. I'm just pointing it out.
I mean, I can just ask for a cup of tea.
Yeah, I mean, we can just say, like, look, the dwarf was really angry. We apologize, blah, blah, blah.
I'm not used to not having my cup of tea.
So, Arch left.
Roll 20.
Spamming too many guards at the same time.
I suggest we don't make a run for it because we won't have any of our equipment, so...
Yeah, we have to decide now. Do we want to make a run for it, or do we want to ask for a cup of tea?
I will back you up in your decision, but I'm just saying that I'm leaning towards not trying to make a run for it like this.
Yeah, I would prefer to make a run for it, get the men, borrow some weapons from them, and retake our weapons.
I don't think Arch will let us borrow weapons, though.
Let's see. All right. This is around about what you can see.
Okay.
So it's about time we reroll characters soon, right?
First, we need to make a decision now. What do you others think? Trash, Sarah.
I'm not sure.
I think we bash these two guys' heads and then we run.
I like that.
We don't have any equipment. You remember what happened in the sewers when we didn't have equipment?
Wait, did they remove all of our stuff?
Yes.
They just removed our weapons.
We don't have weapons. We don't have armor.
Is there?
No one
What
said
have they got? Sorry.
anything about removing our clothes.
They didn't strip you naked, no.
No, but we don't have any light armor or anything like that.
No, they
and-
didn't take that.
And we
And
don't
what
know
are they?
the
What
map.
are, what are their weapons?
Did not take any of our armor.
They only took your weapons.
Okay, so we don't have weapons.
Does a small pickaxe count as a weapon?
Yep.
Oh, right.
Okay,
They
so
took
So they
everything
took
the
my
weapons
big
speak,
old-
except for the improvised thing, because the improvised thing is literally anything we can grab.
They took my big old pickaxe then.
I'm just saying, like last time we fought some sewer rats, we almost got a party wipe. And we haven't leveled up too much from that. And on top of it, we don't even know the map, so we don't even know where to run. I suggest this is a bad idea, but it's up to you.
Just up north and west to.
Oh, and we got the old man. Like the old man isn't going to be able to run.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he wants to die anyway, so it's fine.
But we need him.
But we need him, yes.
I have the old man in my inventory. No problem.
Okay, so Wolgrim wants to fight. I don't. What about you, Sarah?
I mean, we have a better idea of their, what's it called, armored force now, haven't we?
Yeah,
We better not fight if we need the old man.
Sarah doesn't want to fight. What about you, Nook? Do you want
I
to fight?
prefer to not fight.
Nook doesn't want to fight. Crash, it's up to you.
I say we, at the very least, take down these two guys, and then we book the hell out of here with their halberds.
Trash, if you look at turn order, right, the one that Arch just spawned, does it seem like it's just two guys or that you can take them down fast enough until...
Okay, yeah, no, we get the fuck out of here.
So you just want to run away. Okay. I'll...
Just to make that clear, the elves and the dwarf don't need to run right now, but they can still disengage.
No, I'm
they're
running. I'm not
faster
staying
than
for the
any
gallows.
human.
Yeah, I'm not staying for the gallows. I'm sorry. If you guys are running, I'm running.
That's
Well, I'm not staying.
that said, he did call for his boss, which is most likely a knight with a horse.
Yeah, but
yeah,
that
he
won't
called for his
arrive.
boss like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, that won't
Right.
arrive for a few weeks.
The question is whether the knight lives in a separate fucking village entirely, or if the knight
I don't think
lives
knights live
in a manor just outside the village.
We could also try to capture this guy and hold him hostage so that they don't attack us.
I don't think that's going to work considering we have no.
All right. Okay. Fine. Let's.
Okay. Quick decision now. Shall I turn to the bottom and fight those two guys with the chance of getting slaughtered? Or
Run.
shall I just run northwards and
Run.
let you humans be the
Do
ones
it.
taking the hits?
Everyone run.
Run.
Fortunately, Wolgrim is actually the last fucking turn, so I'm gonna roll a lot of attacks before the tea asking.
Yeah. I
Luckily, I'm not blocking the door.
am running the fuck away.
Wolgrim can see a shaky old peasant man in the window hefting a longbow that he clearly hasn't used for a very long time, struggling
man
to draw back the
can't.
bowstring.
Even cock a longbow.
Best part is if he misses you, he'll hit one of his dudes.
He can't even assemble the string. That needs more strength than an old man has.
Oh, I want to give him 30 initiative just so I can use him first.
That would be funny, though. Hey, at least it's not an alligator.
Right. V messed up his initiative thingy, but I'll be nice and give it to him. Okay. Is this what you're doing?
Well, not what I want to do, but the party decided to do it, so yeah.
Right, E-fucking-O. Xenok and Sarah needs to roll initiative too.
Oh, sorry.
Click on your character icon in the map, and then click on Init in the combat section of the core stats.
By the way, who's taking the old man with him?
In my inventory.
Sorry, in the combat? Yeah.
Exactly.
So does that mean when Arch fires at you, they can hit the old man instead?
He's
No,
literally in my pocket.
It means that Wilhelm's going to be unable to fight and is going to move at half movement speed.
Nonsense. I
That is
can't
what
carry
matters.
that much weight.
You can carry that much static weight, not an old man hanging over your shoulders, kicking and screaming.
Is he kicking and screaming in Reichspiel or in Frog?
The
How
old
about
man
Frog?
has taken all the sacks for himself. Now he is in one of those sacks over my shoulder.
He doesn't like dwarves either, like most people.
How about this? He gets to carry the old man with a 1-move penalty. He's still as fast as a regular person.
No,
I'm-
half.
Hmm.
It is Sarah's turn first.
Sarah, make a run for it.
What do I need to do? Sorry, I need to do.
We're breaking out of prison, Sarah. Just run away. Shushu.
Okay.
Even with half, I'm still as fast as a regular human.
How many
Stop.
movement points does Sarah have?
5. She's an elf.
You want to go up and west.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
we
as
wanna-
fast as regular dwarfs.
You want to go here? By the way, Arch, we saw our way coming in. Which way is up?
Which way is out?
Only way is up. Oh shoot, we're
North
not going
and
further
west.
into the lion's den, are we?
North and west. West is out. East is towards the river. And there were some docks to the east, so
Yeah, I mean, Arch, if we make it like this, we're out of the map.
No.
there's another map when we get there. The road where they caught us.
Yeah, how do we get to the road where they caught us, Arch?
Oh, you're gonna have to run.
Yeah, but which way? That's what I'm asking. Like this
West.
way? Okay. Sarah, go here.
Do I need to roll anything? I'm confused.
No, you just tell us where you want to go.
Well, hang on, that's not further back into the lion's den, is it?
No, that's out
Yeah.
of the lion's den.
All right, up and left. Let's roll.
Okay,
It's
your
left.
movement is 5.
Okay.
May I remind you that none of us has any weapons on the other hand too, so we have
I have
Yeah,
the old
so
man.
we're running.
I've got the weapon of
That's-
comradeship.
I can use the old man as a club.
By the way, Arch, if she runs, can she make 10 meters?
15.
Okay, so you can move 15, Sarah, which would mean like it would be
Right.
hold on, 5
What do you
here,
mean? Right.
and then 10 here.
Okay. This is confusing, but all right.
Move the women's, Arch.
The Vamens is.
Okay.
Maybe they'll take pity on me as well because I'm a woman. If I'm out first, not take pity, but be less inclined to get angry.
I
Or
think if they find out you're an elf, they'll be really angry.
yeah, but elves are pretty.
Oh no, there's one at the fucking door, way out. You're going to have to run a
What?
circle around him.
I'll just run at him screaming, like shock him, you know? Just arms waving, going all over like a banshee.
You could run away and try to attract all of their attention towards you.
Then you can all escape.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly.
All right, I'll scream and stuff.
Ah,
Maybe I'll cause it. Maybe I'll confuse them by shouting "fire, fire, help," and then they won't think I'm like a
They speak French, so they will not understand.
Allô.
You.
Attendez.
Oh god.
Okay, Knock, it's your turn.
Well, can I delay my turns in this?
Sure, you can act last.
I would like to
Would
delay my
recommend
turn
that.
until I see how things plays out.
I would recommend at least leaving the building.
Mm.
I would like to leave the. That's not delaying my turn then.
Yeah, exactly. You want to be outside the building before all the guards act.
All right, fair enough. That is a good point. I would like to move outside the building, and up to the corner. Where is it? The corner of the building.
Okay, and how far can you move?
I think I have a movement of 4. For think.
Okay, and you have a run of 12 then.
This. How do I? This place here.
All right, I'll move behind Sarah.
Mm.
Okay.
Keep your eyes straight ahead.
I'll move up on the other side of the alley from Nook. So basically standing next to him at the mouth of the alley.
Okay, so all of you are running.
Yes.
Mhm.
Well, I assume if half are
Also
running and
boxing
the
in
other
the
half that stays behind would be sent for the gallows, so I don't want to take that risk.
Also boxing in the dwarf.
He's small. He can run between our legs.
Yeah. Arch, you are not hiding your cursor. So we can see the moves you're making for your guys.
That's fine, you're going to see them eventually anyways.
Fair.
That was very honest of you.
It might be better if we simply charge out at the bottom.
Against 2 armed guards with halberds.
Yeah. I mean, one of us will get stabbed, preferably the old man.
Just because he
I
wants
think you will agree with that assessment.
I remember fighting those rats with improvised weapons, and it was so much fun.
We have improvised weapons right now. We have grabbed them while leaving the building.
No, you don't.
Literally the first thing we could get our hands on. A cobblestone or something like that.
Oh,
Yep.
you're going to sit down and bring up a stone. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that.
Or a broom or something.
Yep.
You want to attack an armed person with a broom.
That's an
What
improvised
strength
weapon, yes.
bonus are fists?
The problem with Wilhelm is he keeps assuming many things without telling them to the GM.
What strength bonus are fists?
Minus
3.
4, I believe.
I can stun someone for 2 turns, though.
You can, yeah.
Yeah, hit to stun. Remember something?
Oh, that's a spell though. Stunning
No,
someone.
it is banned by the house rules.
Yeah, but V has a spell to stun people.
That is correct.
He did, and they did not remove his iron needles because they don't know what the fuck they are.
They just think it's sewing needles for this crazy old woman.
Yep. Let's see. Oh, I can't quite charge him. I'm just gonna do the movement first, and I'll do the funny attacky part later.
Is it like the police where they try to arrest you, or do they try to decapitate him?
Yeah, they're not really police officers, I'm afraid.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first party wipe.
Right, the old man leans out of the window of a longbow.
How?
Yeah, that's a little bit kind of weird. Like,
He
Let's
has
see.
leaned out with it. Question is, can
First,
we
that
shoot it?
window is as small as the window in our cellar. Second,
He
how
is
the hell
going
did
to
the old
shoot
man
V.
even manage to hook the...
I elect a request that the old man must roll a strength throw every time he tries to shoot this weapon.
Yeah.
No, that is counted as his strength bonus.
No, literally, he needs to roll for strength to see whether he can pull back the fucking string.
That is a point, as those bows are pitched.
That's like 100 or maybe even 200-pound bow.
And yet he's going to shoot me with it repeatedly.
Of course he is.
I mean,
See, I think the best option would have been to just stay inside of that fucking room.
That's
and
what I
wait for
voted
someone
for.
literate to actually read our
That is
questions.
literally what I voted for.
I voted for running away.
I mean, I could have just asked for tea, but it's too late now.
Well, does he hit V? He doesn't hit V.
Does he hit
By the
trash?
way, Arch, if I want to grab his bow, like he would be completely surprised and out of shock, what type of roll would I make if I just want to, as I'm running, go
He's
to the window?
6 meters away, inside of a building.
think
He's
that's
leaning out the window, by your own words.
Yeah, no, my question is, like, if I want to run towards the building, and as I'm at the building, I just want to snatch the bow away from his hand through the window?
Who knows? Now, time to kill Wilhelm again.
Again? Oh, yeah.
Right.
The old man certainly
One
brings out an
yells at Wilhelm, filthy dwarven scum in frog. And, oh, goody. Right, okay. Okay, good. We're starting out solid. I like it.
I'm starting to think Arch doesn't really root for his players.
Have you seen anything going our way since then?
Yeah, I've given you money and all kinds of stuff. It's not my fault that you're being silly with it.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a second. I'm going to have to look up the critical damage rolls already, aren't I?
Is it the strength of Ulrich that we're
There
doing?
is a 50% chance that he hits the old man instead of me.
Is there?
Yep, the old man is so big and I'm so small.
That is a good point.
Also, I mean, is this the second time we've lost a dwarf?
Yes, but it will not be the
Within
first time.
The first round of
A dwarf is a
engagement.
liability.
Imagine how they're going to react when they're finally going to find out that it wasn't a forgery.
The dwarves must always take the beating for the party because no one else can.
Well, everyone else can. They just, not
We have
getting
to-
it.
We dwarves have to sacrifice ourselves for society.
Yeah, that explains why you have fallen so far.
That is definitely correct. Somebody is going to have to die.
Old man.
Mm-hmm.
Please, not the old man. He's the only one on the team that actually knows what we're doing.
He's the only one who can speak French, too.
Well, we're fine. There's someone else that can speak both languages.
Froggy, froggy.
All right, the first halberd hits the poor little dwarf.
Harry?
You don't have a weapon, boy.
He can parry with his hand.
I can parry with the
There you
old
come.
man.
It's like when you want to slice a ninja in two, and he just uses those palms. It goes like, and then wiggles his eyebrows as he catches the sword.
All right, we shall be hurting the dwarf's chest to begin with.
Seeming as you have already asked for the critical table, I think I should reroll. Nope. Is that a
Stop.
critical?
Stop headbutting the fucking weapon.
49 is not a critical, so I will leave it at that and take that one.
94.
94, sorry.
Well.
Or better, I will let the old man take it for me.
Oh, nice. Right. The halberd strikes the filthy little dwarf mongrel right in the chest. Just Bretonian revenge. It deals a total of 13 damage.
Ouch.
And now, the second brave defender of Bretonia is also going to beat the dwarf. And he too is pretty good at his job. Fantastic.
Well, I think I can continue to dodge.
No.
Do I?
One action. However, I'll let you pick up an improvised weapon when it's your turn. I'm such a kind and gentle master.
When it's my turn. Well, with a 50-50 chance at least this time the old man will get hit.
This time he hits you in the left leg, but that damage was pretty pitiful. Just 6.
Just 6.
Do you withdraw your toughness from that?
Yeah, of course. Toughness and armor as usual. But toughness bonus can only ever reduce your damage to 1.
Aren't all halberds technically great weapons, giving them some AP?
Nope.
Just was
Okay,
2.
Is it Sarah's turn?
Nearly.
This is just a poor grade bill hook or something. It's not really good at all.
Yeah,
that's decent damage. I disagree with you, Arch. I think it's.
I'm assuming it's the same as the old British bill hooks, where it's literally just a tree keeping tool that's been converted to a weapon.
Not quite, but they're also fighting with their shields. They're using them like spears, essentially. They're not two-handing them.
Ah, okay. So they're basically bent, curved spears.
Kinda. Like, they can use them two-handed, but they're not.
So it would be more like a catch pole type deal?
No, it's a spear. Like, it uses the usual rule for the base halberd, which is just strength bonus. It's nothing else than that at the moment.
A war scythe.
Okay.
Alright. Wilhelm, you dead?
Not quite.
Okay, in that case, it's your turn.
Can I pick up something and run?
Let's see. Is there anything around you? Roll perception.
Perception. Nope.
Wilgrim briefly considers picking up a dead rat, but figures it would be fairly pointless.
Well,
why does he briefly consider that?
Run, you fool!
Yeah, in that case, I will run.
You will run, little boy, little boy.
Now, 5 movement, halved, makes 3 movement, plus 1 for fleeing.
You know, you could have waited until nightfall to plan our brave escape.
How far is that?
That wouldn't be anywhere near as dramatic. By the way, I'd like to point out that a Swede and a Dane are blocking your way.
Don't be that much of a dick. You're going to kill me.
I am going to be that much of a dick. Yeah. Plan your movement, because you do fucking block.
That said, Arch, I would like to remind you that in episode 1, when we were fighting the rats, you elected that we could move it through friendly units, no problem.
As long as you don't stop in the same square with the friendly unit. I do remember that.
And as long as none of the friendlies is engaged in me.
Hey, why do you want to kill Wilgrim, you sick son of a bitch?
Yeah,
Swede,
I
you
think I
tried to
will...
lie to me about 8th edition rules not that long ago, so I'm not going to take that as good fish.
I
but
have
you actually
misread
did that.
the 8th edition rules.
Lies.
Actually,
Now,
you
if I move in between you, would you take care that I don't take any further hits, because I'm down to 3 HP?
In other words, he wants you to take the punishment next turn. To be honest, we kind of have to defend him because he has the the old man.
Yeah.
So.
Because in that case, I will simply move to here and
Pickett
stay
was
in between
always-
you.
Pickett was always going to be temporary. So sure, Picket can soak some damage for 1 turn.
All right, come on, let's move it in.
There.
Okay. Attacks of opportunity.
Can you not disengage, Wolgrim?
Yeah, but he didn't, did he?
There is a special ability for disengaging. Where?
That is a disengage action, yes.
I'm starting to think Ash wants to kill you, Wolgrim. I just get this tiny tingle in my body. He didn't like the fact that
What
you
do I have to do to select that action?
Let's see. See, I'm always been confused whether or not it's a talent or not. No, it's a disengage. Right. So, disengage. Your movement characteristic was what?
5, and you said it's halved, plus
Okay.
1 for fleeing.
So you can move. You can move 5, and then you can move 1 for fleeing. You say?
Yeah, I have flee. So
Okay.
plus 1 movement for 1d10 rounds.
But
Okay.
because he's carrying the old
Then you
man,
have to
his
do
movement
actually
speed
do
is
1d10 movement. You have to roll a 1d10.
halved. As I said, Arch, because he's carrying the old man, his movement is also halved.
Yeah,
I know.
already included in halving the 5 before the plus 1.
Okay, so
So we are at 4.
that would be 6, and that would be another. So you could, yeah, you could get that.
Okay, is it Sarah's turn?
No, I'm still gonna opportunity attack him.
Okay.
I'm going to teach fucking Gunther a lesson about declaring his actions. Don't
Okay.
whimper at me. Don't whimper at me. I'm teaching you a lesson that you deserve.
I'm going to run is equivalent in my perspective to I disengage.
Unfortunately, that is not the fact. Plus, you were surprised when you were told about the disengage action.
Sargon wouldn't do this, actually.
Sargon would fucking totally do this. No question whatsoever.
Walgrim the Third.
Right.
Having watched the entire D&D Crusaders over again this last week, Sargon will do that 1,000,000 times over.
Look at the bright side, Wolgrim. You're not dying in Muzulon.
On the happy side, one of the halberds failed to catch the dwarf as he spins around to try and leg it. The other halberd, however... Ooh, is that what I think it is? Yes, that's what I think it is.
Evasion.
William gets caught in the back of the head.
Let me roll
That's a
evasion.
headshot.
Right, let's see. Come on, Ulrich's Fury. No.
He has 3 hit points. It's
Let me roll
Okay.
dodge blow.
You only get one of those, my boy.
you're going to need all your fate points in order to make sure you don't.
You can, however... could you... Let me check. I think you maybe could heal using fate points in this thing.
And I also have the healing draught.
Use another
It
fate
doesn't
point.
work like that.
Well, I can simply chuck the healing draught.
Let's see. Cast by 4 minutes off. Cast by 4 parry. That's a fortune point, though. All right, this game had fate and fortune points, which is just annoying, and I can't be bothered to use them like that.
Use a fate point, Wolgrim.
Yeah, fate for the dodge or fate to heal? That's the question right now. I'm waiting
Fate
for us
to
to tell me
dodge.
what.
Fate to dodge, because even if you heal, you're not going to heal more points than 3. He hit you in the head. That's a lot of damage.
Not necessarily.
You can't use them to heal in this one.
Okay, then. In that case, I have to use it to hopefully improve my dodge roll.
So you can spend a fortune point to get an extra parry or dodge.
No, just reroll.
Or
Oh my god.
Or nothing. That's it.
well, not much of a choice then. I dodge.
You already rolled your dodge, but you already rolled your dodge blow, you little
Just the
cheater.
point
That
to-
was before it was my turn.
Use the point to reroll, Art.
No. You use the dodge blow, because I can roll up and actually see you using the dodge blow.
Yeah, and you use the fate point in order to dodge it again.
Yeah, I rolled dodge last turn. Then I re-rolled it last turn. Then it was my turn, and now I used it again.
Okay, now you have used 3 fate points.
Yeah, he's up.
How many do you have?
I have 3, and I would challenge that and say it was turn end at the time I had my turn for me.
No, you moved. It is your turn. You have used your dodge blow during this turn of combat. We're not in the next turn of combat yet.
Okay, fine. Fine.
Okay.
In that case, I'm out of fate points.
It is Sarah's turn.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is the dwarf dead?
Nope.
Dwarf still has 3 HP.
Sarah, keep running. Just keep distance between yourself and that one guard between you and the
Yeah, Sarah, like,
Okay.
try to run out of the map here.
Okay. What do I need? Do I need to click
Not
anything?
quite that close to him.
Yeah, just
There.
right here.
Up one.
Okay.
Dodge. Sarah went poof.
No. What do I need? I don't understand. What do I need to click anything?
Now Arch will move you for you.
Yeah, you
Okay.
basically just need to declare where you're going when you're running.
She's out of the map, isn't she?
Oh, you think I'm going to let you get away that easy?
Art, be kind.
No, you got yourself into this position. You're going to have to get
I
out of
blame
it the
V.
legal
I blame
route.
V.
I blame V too.
I blame the program. I just wanted to wait until the guy that can read the document would appear.
I blame Dane.
Why?
I blame the recklessness of the dwarf as well.
I
Because
do
the thing
enjoy
is, like,
speaking
once
with
once
Ray.
he broke the door, if I would have stayed behind, I would either be tortured or sent to the gallows. So
Yeah.
We're all going to die anyway.
who's
All right, so
That's grim.
Sarah has ran
Yeah.
out of the immediate village.
Mm.
There are several peasants working in the area.
Yeah.
They are, at the moment, unaware of the fact that you're trying to run away from the guards.
Yikes.
keep
Whether or
running?
not that will continue is what we shall see. All right, it is Nox's turn.
Well, I think I would
Well, that's-
follow suit. And wait, Walgrim is standing in the way, isn't he?
No, I think Wolgrim just went past.
I
us.
would still appreciate if someone would stay here and make sure that I don't get hit.
Yeah, we need to defend the old man.
I will stay.
You volunteered. I would like to flee.
Either
That is your
that,
move.
or you
Pick
pick
it
up
will
the old
stay.
man.
Can I
That's-
move past Volgrim and
Yes, you can move past me if you take the old man off my shoulders.
can
That
I
is my
take the
favorite.
old man off his shoulder? What kind of action would that be?
Full action.
I take the old man off your shoulder because that's as you're dying. That's not a good idea to hold a dying dwarf. You don't hold an old man.
Okay, it's V's turn.
So the thing that I wanted to do, I wanted to run past this window and try to snatch his bow as I'm running past. What type of roll would that be?
You can't make an action while you're running.
All right, then boop. Going next to Sarah.
Okay, you'll have to move up here.
Yep.
Copycat.
Let's see how many meters is like 9. And I get 6 more meters on the next map.
Nope.
Why?
Because I can't be asked.
Yeah, but we're all going to be bunched together when everyone gets on the new map.
Yep, you've already moved your max legal length.
All right.
Okay. Swede.
Yes. Volgrim,
Yeah.
which dude do you think is more of a threat to you right now? The one closest to the right or the two down below?
I think it's either the one on the left or the two on the right.
Hold on, can't you pick up Ulgrim?
No, he weighs too much. Pickett isn't a strong boy.
Okay.
You can pick him up. It'll reduce your movement half.
Yeah. No.
Pick him up. Pick him up.
No.
Mm.
Pick him up.
No.
It will literally
first-
take too long.
Can I
Pick up an improvised
a? Can I spot a improvised weapon? Would I need to do a
Perception
check?
roll.
Maybe you can even spot multiple.
You find a stick.
I pick it up, and with a very not so manly roar, engage this guy to the right. With a not so manly
Okay.
teenage roar. Do I have enough for half action to attack or no?
Let's see. So that move is a half action.
Yeah.
Charge is what?
My charge distance is, let's see, I have a charge of 8.
Yeah, you're within charges. Am I just wondering what kind of an action charge is?
I think it's a full action.
Because to move and charge, it would have to be a half action.
Right. Other than if it's not a full action, If it is a full action, I think I'll just stand where I am in order to form a form of blockade between me and the dwarf.
Is there a stance you can take to get like more dodge or something like that?
Yeah, there was something. I used it
There
in the
is a
first
parry
session.
stance.
The parry stance, yeah.
Charge attack is a full action, yes.
Okay, so I just move up there, and can I use half of an action to go into a defensive stance?
No. Half action is you moving from here to here, and then another half action would be the move.
Alternatively, if I stay where I was right up next to the dwarf, would that be a half action to go into a defensive stance?
If you stay where you are now,
If I Arch, basically, can I move up here and use a half action to go into a defensive stance?
yeah.
I'll do that.
Okay.
With a very much a teenage roar filled with a breaking voice and everything.
All right.
Yes, pretty accurate.
All right. What do the gods do?
Now I get to move all of them again. So many cards. Let's see. Charge.
No. No.
Is that within the charge distance?
To be honest, maybe they don't want to kill you, just beat you senseless and throw you back in jail.
You
Who
don't
knows?
beat someone senseless with the sharp end of the pointy stick.
Well, maybe if you start bleeding profusely enough.
They will stop you.
Let's see. Charge. Oh, he is in charge range. She.
If I remember correctly, charge give plus to hit, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it doesn't do a whole lot, honestly. It's not a particularly useful thing, but fuck it, why not?
I mean, it's an action that is tied to a lot of talent, if I remember correctly. So it's not entirely useless. Entirely. I didn't say all.
Wow, they can all charge. Oh, okay, good. Right. The old man leaning out of the window, wavers, looks into the melee, realizes that there's a good chance of hitting one of his own dudes if he fires. Doesn't really care, does it anyway.
Oh, come on.
In true Bretonian fashion, he realizes that the infantry
No, that is
are just
Skaven fashion.
All the casualties in this fight might be friendly fire.
honestly, as far as he sees it, Bretonian men-at-arms are literally throwaway.
He is
They're a
one.
dime a dozen.
By the way, is he a lord or just another peasant?
Another
Probably
peasant.
just another peasant that has gotten the.
Well, he's a peasant with responsibility. Which is rare in these days. Right, the arrow just whizzes past everyone regardless. He's not a very good shot, unfortunately. Alright, let's start with the attack against the dwarf, because he's the one who truly needs to learn the error of his ways.
Not funny.
Alright,
I
that's
mean-
plus 10 to weapon skill. God, they're hitting on 40s now. Wow, what a fucking skill that is.
Wilhelm, I think I can say this.
Ah.
See you later, alligator.
He misses, sadly.
Oh.
Tragic. Then we've got a couple attacks against Sweetie Lad. That's
Since I am
one
in
hit.
defensive, since I am in defensive stance, does that allow me to parry both of the attacks or what?
No, it reduces their weapon skill by 20.
Okay, I'm going to parry the first hit.
I have an idea. I have a terrible idea.
So to parry with this improvised weapon, is it just a weapon skill check?
Yeah, just weapon skill.
Ooh.
Okay, let's see. You parry, and miraculously your stick doesn't break.
Ooh.
The man-at-arms is vaguely surprised by this too. Right, and now we kill Dane.
Kill me.
And they both miss. Try and check.
Oh.
It is the dwarves' turn.
Well, I disengage.
Really? Do you do that?
Better. Good, better.
And after disengaging, I run for it.
Let's see. So your movement was 5, yes?
Right now it's 6.
Alright. So that is... why is it 6?
Because I have flee that grants me +1 movement while fleeing for 1d10 rounds, and I have thrown a 5 earlier.
Okay. That gives you a disengage of 12. Let's see. Where could you disengage to here?
I think you can actually get out of the map.
Yeah.
You can move there and there and... I don't like disengage fleeing towards enemies.
Well, I'm fleeing towards a gap in between the enemies. I'm not heading straight towards anyone.
I mean, considering the fact that he's trying to flee and the literally only way to get out of here is by running past enemies, I think you could argue that he's still fleeing even though he's running towards enemies.
Yeah, he's not trying to attack them. So.
Yeah, I'm basically sidestepping in between them.
Let's see. How are we going to do that? An agility test would probably be a bit too much.
Strength chest to shove them out of the way.
No, I think I might just increase the movement cost.
Because he's running in zigzag.
Well, you're trying to avoid them. So as long as you're moving directly away from an enemy, you can move at the usual speed. But if you have to move through an enemy engagement zone, that'll cost twice as much.
Okay, so what is more expensive? Going long ways around or going straight through the engagement zone? Looks like it might be cheaper to go straight through the engagement zone.
Okay, so let's see. That would be normal cost, and then you'd have to move like that, because that is through an engagement zone, so that's 4. That's leaving his, but still moving 4, so that's 8. And then you're into his, which is 10. Yeah, you can move there.
That's already
if
away.
you just move right there. Whilst that would be normal, that would be normal, that would be normal, that would be normal, that would cost.
Or you can run into the darkness like this.
Yeah, and if I go that way,
Nah, you can't really go through there.
too close.
Too close to the wall.
Wall!
Yep.
Wall is not an enemy.
The wall is, however, a solid object.
So my options are either here or here.
Mm-hmm. So in this case, you'll only get there.
Well, I take the one that brings me further to the map's edge, so the upper one.
Okay, so that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 12. So you get there.
Not optimal.
It's up to the Swede if he wants to protect you further.
Yeah, I suggest you to disengage now as well, since you're next.
I can't
the old
remember that
man?
fucking thing. He's being carried by Xenoc.
Yeah.
Why are you carrying him instead of the faster dwarf?
Because
Because
the
the
faster
faster
dwarf
dwarf
is
is
on 3
currently
hit
dying.
points.
He still has a better chance of escaping.
Right. I don't remember your initiative, so we'll just do it like
I think
this,
Swede.
I think.
Xenoc, Swede, and then the guards.
No, the other 2. And Sarah was first, so Sarah's turn.
Mm-hmm. What?
Bring the map. So we were escorted on our way. Which way towards our camp? Is it south or is it north, west?
The far side.
So west, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Longbow man.
No, they're just peasants.
Yeah, they're just unarmed peasants. Maybe a few farming tools at hand.
I think the best way to run would be like this, Sarah. Do you agree?
Let's see. You think?
Also, they don't know that you're escaping.
Yeah, go on then. Yeah, fuck it, go on then.
At this time, I'm assuming that the town has set some alarm, maybe some town bells.
No,
This was just a few seconds.
Yeah, it's a few seconds, and they
Literally 7 minutes into the combat.
Yeah.
And V?
Here, like 15 is my maximum, so like in between here and here.
Uh-huh. All right, Dane.
Yes.
Where are you going to go?
Well, I would like to disengage first and foremost.
Mm-hmm.
And wherever I am, I would like to disengage. And I have the talent called Flee. So
Roll 1d10 then.
Yeah, I'm going to roll 1 to 10. Hang on, just going to write it. There we go.
Sarah was watching Antiques Roadshow.
I rolled 6.
That's exactly what I'm going to follow up to watching. You're right. I was having a cheeky peek.
Why
Just a
can't I
teeny-
see the combat where Z and Nox are, Arch?
Who
Yeah,
knows?
the other map, please.
Yes, I would very kindly like to try to avoid every single guard by moving. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so you get +1 to your movement speed.
Yes. So I would like to move myself 1, 2, 3. That's I have half my movement down to 2, so I can. So disengaging, is that just my? Is disengaging a run move, or is that just a?
You can move 15, and now it's halved.
So that's 7.
And then you're also moving through an engagement zone, costing you twice. So your move is essentially that.
That's better than nothing. That's only one person that can hit me.
And Swede?
Trash, Daddy.
Sorry, I was still muted. I think I would actually be best suited to keep defending these two people by staying exactly where I am.
With your stick.
Yes,
Okay.
honestly, because if I move or disengage somehow, that opens up a easy venue for the rest of the
That
men
is
at arms to just get to Xenoc.
And the old man. Remember the old man. He's probably the most
Yeah,
important one.
the
Oh, yeah.
place I'm standing right now is I'm threatening two people, and the ones coming from the south are going to have to cut through me as well, unless they want to go through my engagement zone to get at Xenoc. So I'm going to stay where I am, and let's see. Attacking, is that a half action?
That's a single attack, if I remember correctly. You can do a full action and go all out attack if you have more attacks, but I don't think you
Yeah,
have.
but the single attack, is that a half action, Arch?
Basic attack is just a half action, yes.
Yeah, so I'm going to make one attack and go back into my defensive stance afterwards. Just basic
Defensive
weapon.
stance is a full action.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Just go full defensive then.
Yeah, continue my defensive stance while staying threatening.
Shouldn't the guards roll for pity before pummeling him into a pulp?
Nope.
It's your guard's turn, though.
It's absolutely no pity. Because pity is for the weak. And they're not weak. They're good, strong, honest guards. All right.
So
Let's
this
see
is
if
the
we
day
can.
when Pickett dies.
This guard has a dilemma: pummel dwarf or yell out a warning to get the peasants moving. This is where we roll a 50-50.
Pummel the dwarf!
Can the peasants even hear
Be
him?
undecided and do nothing.
50 or below, the dwarf dies. Above, the dwarf lives.
Below?
Dwarf lives.
Oh no!
Right, he shouts out a warning, calling out to the peasants, get those two. So V and Sarah will now have friends.
Mm-hmm.
Can the peasants hear him?
Of course they can.
It's a lot of feet.
Do they do their best to follow orders, or do they simply, pretend?
They're peasants. They're probably not going to risk their lives, but there's two unarmed dudes running around. I think the peasants will suddenly feel really brave.
I need to show them I can cast magic.
Okay.
I'm a witch! You may
One
burn
guard
me.
is moving up next to Swede. And just because I feel like it, he's going to use a disengage action to do it, so you can't even attack him.
Okay, he can't attack at the same turn though.
And another guard, let's see, he's going to attack Dane, right? And this guy's going to attack Swede.
Oh
So
no!
2 attacks on him. So the guards keep streaming out.
If we just had a hand grenade.
If our mates would have stayed behind and made some magical shenanigans, blowing up everyone, that would have been fine.
I don't have
Yes,
it.
fireball onto trash.
If we just stayed in the prison and waited for the guy that could read it.
And last guy too is also going to move up, covering behind his shield as a disengage action to get up and surround Swede.
Well, basically, we're currently playing the plot of Far Cry.
Right. 1 attack against Swede at -20, which misses. 1 attack against Dane, which hits. Would you like to
Oof.
react in some fashion?
I would like to try to dodge.
Okay.
Can you?
That's the thing.
It's
Can
a trained
this idiot
skill.
dodge?
It's an advanced skill. You need to have it trained.
I have dodge blow.
Mm-hmm. Then roll dodge blow.
Where? Where?
Use a fate.
Use a fate.
I would like to use a fate point.
Okay.
Oh,
Yep, you've dodged out of the way of that.
where?
And it is now finally little dwarfy's turn again.
Well, I disengage and run for the field.
See, this is precisely why I do this to you. This is why I abuse you. Because you learn. You're like, oh yes, I need to actually disengage. I need to actually tell the GM what I'm doing. A few more hard knocks, and I think you'll learn. Oh, you'll learn.
Sarah's turn.
Mm-hmm.
Calm down, V. I'm still moving the dwarf. Relax, V. You horrible
It's
human.
an exciting situation that you put us in, Arch. Tensions are high.
Right. It is Sarah's turn, although before that, I am just going to move all the peasants like one fat mass at the end of every round.
They are
Shouldn't
one
happy-
entity. They are hive mind.
They
shouldn't
basically
have
are, yes.
Yep, sheeple.
initiative for the peasants.
The archive.
Also interesting,
Peasant
those
hive mind.
peasants outside the village only have orders to grab the elves, no one else.
Oh no, they assume anybody who's running away after the dwarf was like, stop, the ones who are running!
No, the 2 that are running.
I'm sure they will
I
understand.
need to ask the old man if I can get him to yell. We just want to go to the bathroom.
Right, so somewhat hesitantly, the peasants start moving towards you. They're just moving now, clutching, pitchforks, scythes, whatever they've had at hands, basically shovels.
Mm-hmm.
And it is now Sarah's turn.
Mm-hmm. V, can you help me out?
No, V will not help you. You will move by yourself.
I just want to keep going the direction we've been going in.
Then do it.
What do I need to do? Sorry.
Just point where you want to go.
Can you see where I'm pointing?
I can, yes.
Really?
Yes.
So long as you, in the upper left corner, click on the
Pointing tool.
Yes,
The ruler.
the line tool. It's like a ruler with a little circle around it.
Then you can draw like this.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Okay. So,
Sarah's
can I
colors
go any
should be
distance?
bright green.
Measuring from your character, you can go 15 or 16 in this case.
All right. Wait a minute. Okay. Wait, hang on. Which tool am I using? Sorry. I've done select mode, pan view, draw shape, freehand. How do I draw?
The one in the middle of the bar on the left. Now you should be able to click on the map and draw out a shape like this.
Is the one that says snap to center?
Yes.
Okay. Hang on. All right, and when I've done that.
Okay. So you want to move there.
Yeah.
All right. There you go.
Yeah, cool.
Right. V.
Just so you know,
Here.
Sarah, you will only be able to exit the engagement zone on the western side of the map.
Yeah, Arch, what happens if
Okay,
we
I'm going the long way
like
around.
this? Yeah, Arch, what happens
That's
if we keep going like this?
You'll go into the forest. And
Which
yes,
is
I
not
have
my-
things prepared for the forest as well. Don't you fucking worry.
Okay, the forest
Or
is
it's
like
not
a fun
nice
thing.
place in Britain.
Yeah, but it's not that I want to go deep. Is it Lothra? It's not like we want to go deep into the forest. We just want to avoid the peasants and then try to skip.
I
to
mean,
the-
if we are to choose between the
Let me-
forest
let-
and the
put
peasants,
it-
I would go with the peasants.
I'll put
Yeah.
it nice and simple. When you leave that side, you'll be on a new map. And what is on that map is utterly unknown to you.
Okay.
Most likely Beastmen.
I mean, that's if we're lucky. There are worse things than beastmen in this
Well,
universe.
yeah, but think about it this way. Okay, look north to this map. We're going to come out somewhere north of this map, and then we can just go here and go north again. So, if the peasants are afraid of going into the forest, then that's where we're heading. Anyway, it's someone else's turn.
If I put it like this, V, if you're afraid of fighting the peasants and they're afraid of fighting whatever's in the forest, where does this leave you?
I'll go into the forest. Hopefully, I won't encounter the thing that the peasants are afraid of. Okay, whose turn is it then?
Reminds me of a certain scene from Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
No, don't run into the forest.
You can run whatever you want. Isn't
It's
it your turn, by
Enoch's
the way?
turn.
Hmm?
Zina,
It's Enoch's turn.
you're up.
All right. Oh God.
Just keep disengaging.
Yep, run
I
for
would
it.
like to disengage and get as far away as possible. How far away?
Just to iterate the options, you can still drop the old man.
No, the old man is too precious. Who else is going to tell them we're just looking for the bathroom?
Literally, Pickett is sacrificing himself specifically so the old man can survive.
So I can move 4.
Yeah, you can move like 2 tiles, basically.
Why is every tile only 2? Well, I dare say that getting up to that one person here is a lot better than getting out to the next 3 people out there that want to smash me.
All right, it is Swede then. Swede, you are completely surrounded at this point.
Yes.
There's no escape.
What the fuck can I do other
You
than
can
just
disengage and move like here.
No, he's completely surrounded.
yeah? So at this point, the only thing I can do is maintain my defensive stance and hope I last for a while.
Is it
Or
like
you can simply raise your hands, drop to your knees, and hope you don't get slaughtered.
This is also an option.
So either surrender now or distract them for
Let's see.
one more turn.
I'm going to do a willpower roll. If I fail, I keep fighting. If I succeed, I try to surrender.
If you succeed, you try to surrender?
Yes.
That's an interesting way of doing it, but okay, fair enough.
Being entirely surrounded, my instinct is to keep fighting until I drop. However, if I can overpower this instinct with willpower, I will try to surrender.
I see. Fair enough, I guess.
Oof,
I keep fighting.
almost there.
Defensive stance.
He's like Neji from Naruto. He got into the stance.
Okay. Just how much of a fucking bonus are they going to get to hit you? I
mean,
don't
you're
even know.
surrounded.
They don't really
outnumber
need
you.
one.
Yeah, they can just literally butcher me in one turn. I know this. Unless they all roll fucking critical fails.
Actually, they're not that bad. They only get a +20 bonus. I had genuinely expected a lot more than that.
So that's literally just counteracting my defensive stance.
Yeah, and one of them will get a +30 because he's hitting you from behind.
Okay.
All right, so let's see. Yalalalalalalal.
Fuck.
The thing is, though, you have no mathematical way of escaping this. Not at your movement speed. Like, you're gonna have to have help from someone.
And with the current situation, either we turn back and try to fight you out of this, which we don't really have a chance of succeeding, or the 3 non-humans flee and the 3 humans stay. Splitting the party, something you should never do.
The moment I get into the range of our military camp, these people are going to get a world of hurt. Pain and desolation is going to fall upon this Bretonian village, mark my word.
We are basically torching everything.
All right. Well, this is a rather fascinating situation. They're
Probably.
actually so chocked they can barely get past one another at this point.
They will hit each other.
I mean, the fact that Swede is blocking them off is actually a really good thing for the rest of you cowardly shits, but...
I'm a coward, and I'm not that proud of it. I mean, if I was playing something more, less servant-like...
Well, I played the aggressive character last time. It got me eaten by a handbag.
Picket Lyonka.
So that's first 3 attacks against Pickett, of which all 3 hits. Good job. And then the 2 that hit him from behind, that hit 2. And wow, okay, right, okay, they really don't fucking like you.
Yeah, I'm going to try to parry at least one of these strikes. Hopefully.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. Right.
Yeah, I will parry one of these strikes.
And dodge the other one.
Roll
no,
parry.
I don't have that blow.
That's a 54 on a base of 34 against a 60 on a base of 30. Yeah, you do parry.
38.
And it shatters your stick.
Yes.
All right. You avoided one. Only 4 more to go.
Yes. I am dead.
Right.
Not necessarily. They can all roll low damage.
Head, body, arm, body. Yeah, so 2 body, 1 arm, 1 head. All right, let me bring up my fucking calculator.
I have a feeling that when they're done with you, they're going to go for me and the old man.
Always remember, use the old man as a meat shield.
The old man wants it.
Yes, he likes
Would you rather
that.
have us stuck in Bretonia with no...
Right, Pickett takes 40 damage.
Pickett is dead at this point, I'm assuming.
What's your toughness bonus?
I have a toughness bonus of +2, and my armor adds another 2 armor.
Okay, so let's do your toughness bonus first. So out of that total, that is 4 attacks, so that is 8. And your armor on your arm is...
My armor on my arm is 2, and my armor on my chest is 2, because I am wearing a leather jacket.
Okay, and head?
No armor.
Alright, so that's 26 damage then.
Yes, and I have a grand total of 12 wounds. So
Yes, I'm rolling critical.
yes. If I get my spine severed again...
All right, so it was so the critical goes to the body. Okay.
You just need one of those two lungs.
As I said, if I'm getting my spine severed again, so fucking swear me God.
I mean, that's just like going through a lone village at night in Pakistan and suddenly waking up without a kidney.
Oh, I got this fucking knife in my kidney a while back too, so you know. Repeat experiences.
Okay, let's see. Drum roll. What will happen? What will happen? What will happen, Swede? Do you feel lucky? Do you feel lucky, punk?
I am never lucky.
Don't admit it.
Okay, that's not as bad as it could have been.
Could have been a lot worse, yeah.
It's just a triple amputee, not a quadruple amputee.
It's a crit to the body. Come on.
Everything considered, that could have gone a lot worse. I mean, they beat you to the ground mercilessly. Like, ribs break, bones shatter. You know, they beat the absolute fuck out of you. They rupture internal organs and everything. And you are bleeding with a 20% chance to die each turn.
Oh no.
The question is, do they heal you?
Do they stop beating? That's the first question.
Well, I guess they have to reprioritize to capture the rest. I'm literally out of the fight now.
Yeah, you are down and down.
Well, you're
down,
still a very threatening target, lying on the ground, bleeding from every single possible and impossible
orifice
location.
Giving a weak teenage fucking battle cry again.
Just imagine one of the Antifa guys running into a formation of very, very angry police guys.
Okay, it's your turn, Gunter.
Well, there are two elves, and I will do my best to catch up with them.
Cards.
Or maybe take over.
Okay. So where and how fast?
With current speed of still 6. That is, what was it? 3 times?
6 times 3.
Yeah. Then I'll move to here.
All right. Right. The peasants see a bleeding dwarf run after the other two figures, and they're like, "Yeah, maybe we can take them. Maybe they're weak and injured and wounded."
Now, peasant mobs are literally less powerful in a fight than goblins.
Do you have any
Especially,
weapons?
they are too slow to ever catch us.
Yeah. As I said, peasant mods are actually too weaker than fucking goblins.
Yeah, they're not strong at all. They are smelling blood, though, and it's remarkable how brave people can be when they're ganging up on a weak, injured target.
Yeah, only this weak injured target, despite being weak and injured, could probably be the snot of the lot of them.
And if he did, they probably will decide to maybe do something else. But for the moment, they're quite encouraged by this. They like this.
Yeah. Yes, literally the weakest guys available to fight in the entire fucking setting.
Well, then go beat the shit out
I
of them.
mean, at least it's not Skaven slaves. That
I'm
would be a lot
currently
worse.
bleeding on the ground.
All right, whose turn is it? Sarah.
It's Sarah.
And to put these guys over Skaven slaves is still a pretty...
Sarah, be a strong, independent woman and decide where to go.
Yes. V is not allowed to play your character anymore.
I feel like I'm doing it too slowly. How far can I go? Sorry.
Your movement speed, so 5, that's a basic move. Then you can charge up to twice of that, or you can run up to 3 times that, so 15.
I don't really want to cut across V, but play it safe.
All right, I have one lady off the map.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm going to go off the map as well, but I'm going to appear on this part of the map. You know what I mean?
Are you now?
Yeah, next turn.
I like your optimism.
I
Is
will
it how it
follow
works?
them and go right in between them.
Okay. It is Dane.
See a pattern here. You see it disturbingly
If I
evolving.
were you, I just surrender at this point. I don't think you can mathematically escape.
Yes, I don't think I mathematically can escape either. So, can I ask the old man that I'm holding in my hands to tell them we were just looking for the bathroom?
So you have to surrender.
I think I would like to surrender due to the fact that I realize that free men and a lot of people that I see what they're doing to Swede. I don't want to be a part of that.
Okay. The old man surrenders.
The old man tells them that we surrender. Something along those lines.
All right. Here's a good question. Do they accept your surrender? Or do they decide to beat you a bit first?
Can I make I can't make a fellowship test for that.
You could, yes. Sure,
Could
why
I?
not?
That's just pure fellowship. Is that just pure fellowship?
Yes, just pure fellowship.
Nyeh. Nyeh.
You tell them to go fuck themselves.
You can re-roll though.
I would like to re-roll for the simple fact that this could be the difference between me getting pummeled to death and lying in a warehouse for the rest of my life.
Okay.
Nyeh.
You tell them to go fuck their mothers.
Okay, I mean that's a tiny.
I think you got like one more. Or how many fate points you get?
Arch, by the way.
Arch, what are the chances that they're going to kill me if they don't accept it?
Don't know.
Roll a critical failure and try.
All right. This could be the last time I roll, so let's try last fate point.
Oh, hey!
Oh my god!
Go fuck
I
yourself.
fall
Go
to my
fuck your
knees
mother.
and I started yelling and screaming in Reichspiel in such a pitiful way that they hopefully gain some.
Essentially, go fuck yourselves. Go fuck your mother. Please let me surrender.
Okay, so
I have adequate. I don't think it does anything, but
it kind of does. I mean, so yeah, they decide to not beat the fuck out of you. All right, they'll frog march you back into the cell. They'll throw you on the floor there. They'll throw the Swede in after you.
And
the
by the
job,
way,
man.
Arch, can I get the text of my actual affliction?
Affliction? You're bleeding to death. 20%
Yeah.
chance to death every turn.
Oh,
Yes, can I get the text? Could I perhaps stop bleeding through permanent burning of fate points?
I cannot.
Somebody has to heal you.
Old man, can you heal?
But yeah, I mean, you could burn a fate point too. But first, let's see. Xenok, do you have heal?
No.
Okay, so Xenok is not going to help you, Swede.
Can Can I roll an intelligence roll to
Does
see if I
any
can do
of the men-at-arms have heal? No, they don't.
Well, they might have a village healer, I guess.
Arch, I have animal care.
Fuck you.
Good fucking enough.
Yeah.
Roll animal care.
You know how to castrate a sheep, so healing him won't be that more difficult.
Right, yeah, you bend over the bleeding, bruised, battered form of Swede, and you're like, yeah, just like a pig.
I get manhandled for a few minutes.
Yeah, I mean, he's not gentle about it, but he stops the bleeding. Like, he literally grabs your legs, like, rolls you over bodily. He starts mopping away the blood with some rags, just like, stop squealing, pig.
Let me back at them. I can fucking take them out.
And through more sheer force of will and violence than anything else, you stop bleeding. You're not sure whether or not that's because he triaged you or because you were scared of what he might do if you didn't.
Scared into surviving.
Let me back out there. I can take them. I see the guard on the actual building has doubled.
Yes. I think they're going to double the guards now. In fact, no, hold on. The fucking dwarf broke the door here, doesn't he? So they throw you into a new storage room.
I would actually like to offer a prayer to Shalaya for how the hell this happened.
Hang on, we actually managed to upgrade the quality of our stay. We actually have a table and chairs now.
Yep.
And a barrel of something.
Arch, did the three of us manage to escape, or are we still?
Right, so I mean, they're now living in the lap of luxury.
They are safe. We are in the forest.
Right, so Wilhelm, do you want to also just going to toss off into the forest?
Yeah, I will just follow them and enter the new map in between them.
Good, lovely, fantastic, amazing, beautiful, grand, great.
I mean, I could split the party further and now enter another map.
Or
all right.
Could have the kind heart and saying, okay, you can all escape.
So you sprint off into the forest. The peasants follow you for a short distance, but the moment the forest starts getting thick, they stop.
The moment the peasants stop, we dart eastwards and try to go back north.
Yep.
Okay, the peasants follow you.
We
Then we
stay
go
at
back
the
south.
edge of the forest.
Also,
Yeah.
westwards, not eastwards. Eastwards, back to the village.
Yeah. No, it's like the moment the peasants stop, we try to go back north. If they come back after us, we go back south. Like, we're not interested in going into the forest. We're just trying to
All right.
So
After a couple of
basically
minutes of this, the
zigzagging
men-at-arms start showing up. There's now a formation of them that is moving into the forest after you.
How close are we to our own camp?
Far, far a fucking way.
Basically,
Keep
we
running.
move deeper into the forest as soon as they start approaching.
So basically, what I'm
Hold
suggesting
on,
is
just a
zigzag
question. Like,
west.
we don't have any.
You owe me your life.
Hold on. We don't have any weapons. We don't have any heavy armor. How are the men at arms with their pikes be faster than us? How are they catching up to us? Like, we had so much space between us and them.
Yeah, and then you started playing tiddlywinks with the peasants.
Yeah, basically.
Hold on. Bring back
let
the
me
map.
explain.
No. Bring
the
back
men
the map.
at
Bring
arms
the previous
went
map.
outside the forest, and we are in the underbrush. They are
Bring
faster
up the previous
outside.
map a little bit. Bring up the one before, so I can show with arrows where I want to go.
Yeah, I know where you want to go.
No, you don't. Can you please bring the previous map?
You headed into the forest, and you tried to not go deeper in. You tried to stay on the outskirts. The peasants will follow you on the outskirts.
No. Can you please bring the previous map a little bit?
I know what you're trying to say, and you're not.
All right,
you
so
can't get further in.
if I was going like this, you said that we would have been out of combat, right? Like if we would have managed to go eastwards.
If you'd gone eastwards, you would still be on the road, and you could move at full speed.
Okay, but so we were going like this.
You went into the forest.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically we went into the
But
forest
as we go into the
and
forest, we're
went
supposed to come like this,
at
yeah?
the edge of the forest until the peasants either left behind far enough to no longer be in visual range, or until they had completely given up, and then we left the forest again and run.
Yeah, and the moment the peasants left, Arch, we would have gone eastwards for a little bit while, and when we don't see a peasant anymore, we're going back north and then eastwards. So like this.
Yeah.
Towards our camp.
Back onto the road as soon as the peasants.
But the peasants
no
don't leave.
The way.
The peasants just stop once you get into the deeper parts. They don't just fuck off.
Actually,
Yeah, we just
Arch,
need to have no longer peasants between us and the road to get onto the road. We don't care if the peasants are following us, they are not fast enough to catch up with us.
essentially, Arch, what I think they're trying to say is they're zigzagging westwards
Yes,
until
and
they
you're
can
slowing down.
lose the
Like,
peasant.
you're not going to be able to move faster than the peasants in the deep underbrush whilst keeping them in sight and trying to dodge by them.
Well, can we do this on the map so that everyone, so that we can see how the peasants are moving and react accordingly?
The peasants are just moving perpendicular to you.
They're just moving straight west.
Okay, if they are staying on the edge of the forest outside the forest, then we will just go so far into the forest that they can't see us anymore and continue westwards.
Yep, you can move deeper into the forest.
Okay.
Just barely deep enough that they can't see us anymore.
Roll navigation.
Okay. Yep. Novi, you don't roll with a target number of
Yeah, I
0.
don't even have the skill. No, that's fine.
Okay.
Dwarves navigating in forests.
That's a good point, actually, yes.
It's basically a cave.
It's a cave with many options.
Okay, you start moving into the forest. You notice the peasants keep following you, so you try moving deeper into the forest until you can no longer see them.
Yeah.
Okay. You are moving into the forest. You quickly start losing your bearings. You can hear the peasants beating around the bush after you. The men-at-arms also eventually show up, and you can hear lots of noises. So you try your best to stay away from the noises.
Yeah.
It's taken a couple of hours, but you are now pretty sure that you can no longer hear the sound of pursuit behind you. And you're fairly sure you've lost whoever was following you.
Okay.
Now, roll perception.
Before we do that, could someone tend to my wounds a little bit?
Yeah.
Does anyone have animal care?
Actually, I'll roll perception first, because the first thing of first aid is to make sure you don't get into danger while trying to save someone.
Well, 2. But maybe you should have not rolled that.
I'll use my last fate point to change that 100 score.
You can't
Going-
re-roll 100.
Yeah, that's 100.
Yeah, one of the few rules. that
Congratulations.
prevent you from
The
re-rolling.
forest will now succeed in end victory.
Mm.
The final end sieg. Okay,
You
ladies
ran
and
across
gentlemen.
Durthu.
No, it's not Durthu. It's definitely not Durthu. That's not a problem here.
Okay,
Um,
good.
In fact, I think you might wish it was fucking Durthu.
It's a full-sized warherd.
Maybe it's a Cygor. You are a mage. You're going to have a Faroon thrown after you now.
Right. So, Wolgrim and Sarah, you go into a small shielded off area to get some first aid to poor little Wolgrim, who's bleeding from many, many openings across his body. Whilst you are doing this, V decides to scout the area.
Is this the time of year for the wild hunt?
The wild hunt would be a downright cuntish, I think.
If you say that.
I mean, it could be worse. It could be that one time. What was his name? The necromancer started digging up the skeletons underneath that big rock outside. Was it Kremla? I don't remember.
That was a lot further south, fortunately enough.
Right. So, to get a nice little... by the way, Sarah, roll healing for poor Gunther.
Sorry?
Healing?
Roll butchery.
What am I rolling?
Heal.
Heal.
In the advanced skills. Core stats, lower right.
She stabs you viciously and violently.
Well, I will make the best of it and try to enjoy it.
Meanwhile, V has found himself a little perch from which to spy for danger. He's crawled up here, and he's got a good look at the area. Yeah, he's doing his job as a scout pretty well. He's making sure that no bad people can pop up and murder you all. And it's a good thing that he did so as well, as off in the distance he can spot some shapes sneaking up on Wilhelm and Sarah.
Oh, and you are unarmed.
Those be beastmen, I think.
V prepares to let out a cry to warn his companions of the impending danger, as he feels a presence.
Oh.
No, that's a Minotaur.
It might appear as if the scout has been scouted.
Minotaur.
This is a proper warherd in that case, so while the Minotaur is dangerous, look out for the fucking Braylord.
Speaking of, the Minotaur tries to grapple you, V.
What type of roll do I get?
Strength.
Oh no. V.
As I said, you're in the village, I'll say.
The female elf V is about to become an abductee.
Oh, fuck me gently.
V, roll charm. The Minotaur is taking you from behind.
I mean, honestly, that was the best time to roll 100 because it can't get any worse. You know, he loses nothing by rolling 100 there. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. Right, the Minotaur definitely wins that one.
Is this repayment for V's fucking charisma rolls in
Apparently, yeah.
Crusaders?
So the Minotaur easily subdues you and, you know, holds a massive paw over your mouth to stop you from screaming. As another shape comes out of the woods.
What is that?
What the fuck did I tell you?
All right, he
That's
leans
fucking
over
horrible.
the struggling form of V, and he raises one finger to his mouth. It stinks of death and defiled corpses, and he just goes, shh.
Is that a Bray shaman or is it a Bray lord?
Well, it's going to be the one that's going to have you for dinner, so I don't think you should.
Considering the axe, it's probably a lord.
Roll knowledge beastman.
Right. So the other two of you poor bastards don't get any warning.
You should have stayed in the village.
And by the time you realize you are well and truly surrounded. Right, now I need to make a beastman camp.
Guys, I'm really sorry. I've got to go. I'm really sorry. Can I leave you to it?
Well,
Yes.
you just got knocked out, I guess.
I'm sure the Arch can stand in for me.
I think we know what's going to happen.
All
I
right,
mean-
guys.
At least it's not Dark Elder.
Do we
Darkness,
play further with those characters, or do we leave them to their fate and create new ones?
Just on the off chance, I feel I need to ask Gunther, since you have displayed an urge previously to act decisively, shall we say? Would you like to resist?
Do I have the off chance to flee?
Let's see.
Roll
What the
intelligence.
fuck is a movement speed of a fucking Ungor?
Angors are quick. Like, real quick. Like, cavalry quick.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. Let me look them up, because I didn't really quite expect this to go in quite this fashion.
Like, I don't know how they are in the official tabletop. In Total War Warhammer, they're roughly the same speed as Heavy Cav.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
Heavy
Ungors are
Cavalry-
quick in tabletop too.
In the
Ungors are
underbrush
nippy.
are not that good. I
Oh
mean,
no, they live here. Like they'll move.
Yeah, I think they're about the same speed as
Yeah.
fucking Grail Knights.
I mean, at least they're not centaurs.
Oh, they have a different name in fantasy. Centivores.
if I have the chance to get out of here and get back to the men, we could at least fulfill the contract.
No, I don't think there's
Centaurs-
any way we can escape. Like our characters are dead.
You can't.
Yeah, you're surrounded by what? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if I can
And
potentially.
you got 3
Room
hit
for a
points.
gap in
Another
between
player
them,
that's not interested in playing.
If I'm quick enough to flee, then it could
All right,
work.
let's make a wager. I wager $100 you're not going to be able to flee.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if these guys are going to be accurate, I'm pretty sure they have a base movement of about 10.
Yeah, no. Not going to make that.
Let's see.
And you're going to have to disengage and walk past them. So
Like, honestly, you will not be able to flee from these guys.
it's up to Arch if they want to kill us or not now.
I'm just looking up their.
I mean, the chat suggestion is not that wrong. We might be able to trick the beastmen into attacking the village.
Like,
I
honestly,
think they might have been planning on that, anyways.
yeah, honestly, I can see 3 things happening with you. 1, you become the toys of some upper class beastmen. 2, you become slave labor. 3, you become food.
I would say free. My money is on free.
Considering Arch
not
will
mutually
probably-
exclusive, the three.
Considering that Arch, while he may want to hurt us, will probably not want to just straight up end the RP. I'm not gonna bet money on number 3.
I mean, if Arch
like,
wants
the
to play
world-
out option number 1, V loses his channel.
The world works as the world works. Like, I'm not going to lie. The odds of these beastmen not just killing you are, frankly, fairly low.
You are too nice. They don't like nice things.
I mean, beastmen do capture and enslave people.
No, that's Skaven. I don't
They
think we...
capture and sacrifice people.
That too.
Well, in that case,
Mostly
are our
that.
characters dead, Arch? Because there's no point in like
There is
doing this
there
anyway.
is a small chance that Beastmen will keep you around to the next full moon for a sacrifice, and
Yeah,
before
and
then
that they will
something
attack
can
the
intervene.
village first.
Yeah, and before that something can intervene.
What's your move, Vulgrim? And can you use your flee again?
I don't know if I can use the flee again. I think it's once per combat. But
Okay,
I'm
well
not sure.
this would be a different combat.
And with the flee, I would have 6 movement.
And as
Okay.
I said, there
6 movement. Ungos are 5, so you would be 1 quicker than them. The problem is they have follow trail. They can track you for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can probably run for a day or 2, and that should be sufficient to
Run
get back
for
to
a
our
day
camp.
or 2. Optimism.
Dwarves have endurance.
Yeah, true enough.
That doesn't mean...
Yeah, if they don't wait to sacrifice you for at the next move, I do think there could be a chance that at least one of the beast lords is quite eccentric and likes having pets.
Yeah, I mean, you two can have a realistic chance of staying as toys.
Oh,
and
actually, they're elves.
Oh,
There
yeah.
are frankly few things beastmen hate more.
Yeah.
Okay, so my
Elves-
character is dead then, and Gunther has a chance of making it.
No, he's just...
Gunther, you have a move of 6 on flee. Roll a 1d10 for duration.
Beastmen prefer to do their sacrifice
9, very good.
during the full moon, because the full moon is basically
Let
full
the
economic.
GM say what's going to happen.
Yes, because more sleep might not be full anytime soon.
Okay, so we'll arcade this up a little bit because I'm not going to do the entire chase through the forest too. I'm starting to run out of fucking maps, frankly. So they'll get at least a couple of attacks on you as you try to break the circle. So we'll roll those first, and then with a movement of 9, you can run faster than them for quite a while. After which you roll concealment or silent move or a stealth choice, stealth skill of your choice, and they'll roll track.
I'm boned.
You want to try it, or?
Yeah, better than not trying it.
Okay, so you try to break through their encirclement. They swing at you, only 1 hit.
I can dodge once.
You can. You succeed. Okay, so you fucking set off legging it with the beastman in hot pursuit. Roll a stealth check of your choice.
Well, I have silent move, 9. I have concealment, 9. Do I have something else? I have outdoor survival. Can I roll outdoor survival?
No, that's more about you living off the land.
I would have a chance to survive with that.
No, you're
What
not
about
going to
navigation?
No. Though you did roll. What did you roll? Navigation. You rolled a 42. Yeah, not enough for me to give you a bonus. Yeah, just roll a stealth skill and pray to fucking God. Pray to Sigmar, the Emperor, whoever you wish. Ancestor gods.
So silent move then.
Pray to Valleja.
Shalaya. And
Nope. And I don't have fate points left.
An 82, huh? I mean, their tracking isn't necessarily fantastic itself, but that might be a hard one, yeah. Right, so they have a plus 10 for living out in Le Forest. They've also got Follow Trail, which does what? That just allows them to track you. Okay. All right. Let's see. You have 8 degrees of fail on your side, whilst they... I'm going to do this out in the open, so let's see. Their skill at this is 20, so they pretty much have to roll a 96 to not find you.
Well, you could just misread the numbers.
I suddenly
Which-
realized the possibility of what is going to happen is very well illustrated with this number.
Yeah, that's why I'm laughing.
Switched him around a little bit.
I mean, it depends how you look at it, you know.
Yeah, I think Wilgrim's probably gonna be caught.
Question is, can I manage to escape again?
Probably not, no.
Or do they manage to lure me into a trap?
Do I get any other rolls, Arch, in order, like, while they're chasing after him? Do I get an opportunity to hit him in the crotch and run away?
Yep, roll for anal circumference.
No, I like so what are they gonna do? Like I'm sorry guys, but I honestly don't see any way Beastman wouldn't just basically murder and eat elves.
Mm-hmm. Do I get like one last roll to try and escape?
As I said, Arch, you could make a roll for when the next full moon is, and if it's close enough, have them delay their sacrifice until then.
Well, chances are that no one's going to come and save you unless there's going to miraculously be a giant, I don't know, crusade or something against these creatures.
Well, if it's close enough but far away enough, they can try to attack the village, which has asked for defensive support. So if you're really fucking lucky, that coincides, and they get fucking broken up and you get rescued only to be put into a Bretonian jail.
Hold on, Arch. Do I get like one last roll, or could I try using my magic to burn the hand that's holding me, and maybe in the fact that he is just taken aback, he lets go, and I try to make a run for it?
What's your movement speed?
I think it's
5.
the same as the dwarf.
No, you have 5
Do I?
as an elf.
A 5? Yeah, there's no real way you get away from a Minotaur.
All right. Well, then I guess my character's dead, so I'll
As
just
fast
reroll.
as Angors are, Minotaurs are even faster.
Now, I have actually been keeping track of the days, and you're 12 days in. You're too far for the full moon, honestly.
Gosh damn it.
No, it's fine, I guess. You know, I rolled to 100. Like there was nothing I could do. I'll just reroll a character. So.
Yep, I'm pretty sure both of you are probably going to get eaten.
And what about Sarah?
Yeah.
We need to
Yeah. Vicious gang rape and then eating.
Yeah. So do we stop here?
Let's see. What would happen to Wulgrim?
Yep, that's still a question.
The question is, do they, even if they can track him, can they keep up with him?
Yeah.
That was what I was speculating on, because frankly, I'm not a sneaky character. I was just speculating on running too fast for them to catch me.
Literally just running straight towards the camp. No
Yeah.
breaks.
Exactly.
Yeah, they know the forest better. That was the tracking part. The only way you could get away from them was if you hid.
So he won't be able to run straight towards the camp, no breaks, and just keep slightly ahead of them.
No, it's like the 3 of us are dead, and the other 3 are trapped in the village. So
Well, I mean, chances are we're going to die. We are still alive. I mean,
2 of you are still alive, yeah.
Yeah.
can we end it here?
Yes, we can, I think.
I think
Alright.
we should have a conclusion for what's
Yeah.
going to happen.
Make a final judgment on Volgrim.
The elves are definitely dead. The dwarf... No, I'm pretty sure they'll probably eat you too.
And as for us in the village, we'll have to wait and see until next time, right?
Yes.
All right, so let's read some super chats, and then if you guys want, can we have a discussion off the record?
Could Wolgrim kill 4 Ungors in melee?
Well, I could try.
Unarmed.
I might be very lucky and roll a bunch of crits.
I mean, I almost feel like we should try that at the beginning of next session. Did you have the healing drought?
Yes.
You might have a chance. Not much of one, but...
Can drink the healing draught while running.
While Ungors are
Should be a
slightly
free action.
stronger than Bretonnian peasants, that's still not much of a leap.
And I can pick up a branch
So
or
let
something
me go
as an
through the
improvised
super
weapon.
chats really fast. $5 from Bill Odell. Please encourage Spurgery from the rest of the party too, please. Well, it was the dwarf that spurged out. I just wanted to wait the time in prison. Billy Odell,
I asked you all.
well, yeah, and I voted that I want to spend time, and the majority of the party outvoted me. So, Billy Odell, V, we need more Spurgery from you, please. Also, Billy Odell, hey V, when are you going to finish playing Resident Evil 2? Never. Avalok for $10 Russian, I guess. V, don't let Sargon nuke his own channel. If he does the video on the manifesto, YouTube will monkey chosen. They already banned the music used by the shooter. I don't know. If Sargon wants to do it, then I don't have any input on that. I'm pretty sure he's aware that it's not the best idea, but you know. Anyway, thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you next Sunday at the same hour.